Louisiana hot chicken. Andrea Curry. Hey, 1 hour of gaming, your hands become stiff and you lose a bit of mouse control. Good question. Yes, there's a lot of things you can do. It depends on where your hand is getting stiff, but is it here in your actual hand or is it the wrist and forearm? If it's your hand, I have that 6-minute post-session stretch video. That's a good place to start. But secondly, you have to begin to, you have to start exercising your forearm and wrist, because the thing that I always try to help people understand when it comes to developing stiffness, when it comes to pain or lack of mouse control, is that think of your muscles and tendons and even the muscles in your hand as having this like HP bar, this health meter, and every single time you click, for you up to 1 hour, you gradually lose HP. When you get to 0 HP, your hand becomes stiff. And there's things that change how quickly we lose HP, like what's your regular conditioning of your wrist and hand? Do you have good posture, good ergonomics? Do you just play 24 hours in a row, 3 days or 4 to 5 days in a row? Your lifestyle, your habits, those can change how quickly you lose HP. And on the flip side, when you rest, hey, of course you're going to restore your HP. But the most important thing of all is, what's the size of that health bar? Right? We got to make sure that health bar stays at 1,000,000 so you can play 8 hours. And the only way to do that, it's not stretching. Stretching doesn't help to increase HP. Endurance or strength-based exercise does. So that's your ulti grip. That's doing 3 sets of 15, 3 sets of 20 every morning. That's grabbing a dumbbell, doing wrist extension curls, wrist flexion curls. I have that 9-minute wrist warrior routine. That's a really good place to start. You can do 2 rounds of those every day, and after 2 weeks you'll already begin to notice a big difference. You'll notice less stiffness. Hey Braham, yeah, so while the wrist brace is helpful, again, it's to minimize load, and I would primarily use it to prevent movement at the wrist. And while you're doing that, like while you're using it at night, if it's a little too tight, it's okay to keep it loose, because ultimately the point of the wrist brace is to prevent wrist movement, so that overnight or over long periods of time you're not overutilizing the tendon. But during that time you have to be exercising, just like everything that I just mentioned to Andrea, and that you got to start doing your wrist curls, you got to start doing stretching after your games. But yeah, for Andrea, look at the 6-minute post stretch. There's actually a lot of stretches there that will help you address that stiffness. If you even do it now, you'll probably feel a lot better. Braham, it is normal depending on the size that you get relative to the size of your wrist and hand. So one, making sure it's a proper fit, but 2, you don't have to tighten it too much. You know, it's okay to keep it loose as long as it's preventing your wrist from moving too much. And for now, only wear it at night, but start doing exercises. Start doing the post-gaming or post-session stretch. Start doing the 9-minute wrist warrior. Check out some of the other videos that I provide that help you understand more specific to certain pain patterns. Yeah, no problem. Glad I can help. I know it might sound hard, but trust me, taking the extra 5 to 10 minutes every morning to just do it, incorporate it into your routine. I think the easiest way to incorporate it is to always add it onto something, like, oh, after I brush my teeth I'm going to do it, or after I am done eating breakfast, or after I sit on my computer before I do anything else, I have to do my exercises. That creates a habit versus being more reactive, like, oh yeah, I forgot I have pain, so I should be doing this. Always anchor it into a part of your day. Leverage some behavioral science to allow you to do it more regularly. And then it doesn't mean that you have to do it every day. It means that after you build up a natural baseline so that you can handle 8 hours already, then you just do it 3 to 4 times a week. And it's not a lot. It'll help you stay healthy. Yeah. Another way to look at it, you know.